How to make mouse in Windows 7 act the same as Windows XP. In Windows XP, using ToyQui, I could enable an option so that when my mouse goes over an inactive window, it makes that window the active window. There is also another separate option so that if the window becomes active, it automatically becomes the topmost window. I like to enable the former but not the latter. For Windows 7, I have not been able to find the same thing. What I found instead is an option inside Windows that does something similar. If I move my mouse over an inactive window, I have to hover over it for a while before it becomes active. It is not instantaneous. The second problem is that once it does become active, it automatically makes itself the topmost window, covering other things I don't want covered. In summary, this is what I want in Windows 7. When my mouse goes over an inactive window, it immediately makes it the active window. When it activates the window, it does not raise it above other windows.
Right then. Open Regedit, and let's get to work. Change into 9F3E078012000000. Then change to 0, you might have to switch the data type to decimal. Then log out, log in, and, hopefully, enjoy your window switching.
This AutoHotkey script does that. Check the first lines, there are some parameters that change the behavior of the script. You'll be interested in the last one listed above, hover_keep_order, with the caveat that it does not work perfectly. It worked fine for me though. Don't forget to also set hover_any_window to 1.
Thanks Fosher for your answer. Since I stumbled on this link from a Google search, I'm going to fill in some of the information missing from here and give a complete step-by-step guide for it. To get xmouse working from a vanilla Windows 7 install. Open the control panel, choose Ease of Access, choose Change how your mouse works, tick the box next to Activate a window by hovering over it with the mouse, and hit OK. Open Regedit, locate HKey_current_user /control panel /desktop /user preference mask. Change the first byte only, you need to subtract hexadecimal 40 from value that is there, e.g. df becomes 9f, this disables auto raise on activate. Locate HKey_current_user /control panel /desktop /active untrick timeout, change its value to something small. Lower values will make it more difficult to use floating temporary windows, such as the taskbar notification area widget, because they disappear if something else gets focus as you move to them, but lower values also improve responsiveness. You might start with 250 milliseconds and tweak it from there, log out, log back in, et voila. Steps 1 to 4 were mentioned in passing in the question, but not enumerated. Steps 5 to 8 are exactly what Fosher said.
Instead of manual registry hacks, try using system calls from systemparametersinfo, especially spy_getActive window tracking, spy_getActive Werntagsorder, spy_getActive untimeout. Using these calls also save you from having to log out in order to apply the settings. I created xmouse controls, which implements them. xmouse controls, Microsoft Windows utility to manage the active window tracking raising settings. This is known as xmouse behavior or focus follows mouse on Unix and Linux systems. You only need to run it once, it is small, open source and takes care of the details for you. Source, joelpura.com.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.